and learning, she came to West Virginia. Now there are plans to repurpose the schools that she built in Preston County.
They represent a time in our nation when we were coming out of the Depression.
Poverty was everywhere, and education just wasn't a priority. That is until Eleanor Roosevelt took an interest in the area and designed the utopian community in Arthurdale with a new approach to learning.
And it started out as a way to give kids a lot of opportunities that kids in Preston County haven't always had, especially in rural West Virginia for the time.
The First Lady and an educator developed progressive education. At a time when one-room schools were the norm, Arthurdale had 3 buildings, the earliest example of our modern primary, middle, and high schools.
A lot of the homestead children tell us that the most unique thing was that they could participate in after-school activities. So they had things like cheerleading, and they were able to have sports and be on sports teams.
The schools closed in the 50s, and the buildings have sat vacant ever since. In 2012, though, the Preservation Alliance of West Virginia added the buildings to their endangered properties list. Now there are plans to convert at least the high school into apartments.
So you've got some really great windows, and you've got like a magnificent staircase that I think people who would live there would really value that sort of historical charm.
So it's nice to see them coming back from just storage and revisiting the heritage. You know, I mean, a lot of people graduated school.
And many of them still live here, invested in what happens to their school.
It's been mixed reviews, to be honest. I think the more that we kind of ease them and talk to them about it, the more receptive they have been to it. I think ultimately it'll be a really good thing for the community.
And you can catch past stories in our Preserving West Virginia series online at WBOY.com.